Look at this. This thing does belong with Team Rocket. Yo, what's up everyone? Treyman here. Welcome back to another Pokemon Journeys anime review, guys. Today we are covering episode 72. And before I get into the review, guys, I gotta let you all know, after this episode, we are taking a 3-week hiatus. That's right, folks. No new episode until July 16th. Oh my goodness. But you know what that means. More theories and predictions to come. Let's go ahead and get right into this review, though. The episode starts with Pokemon Journeys doing what it loves, and that's clickbaiting us about this whole new Klink evolution. But to be fair, I guess we could figure that it was going to be a new thing because, I don't know, the next game, our Diamond and Pearl, you know, it's not black and white. It would have been cool maybe if this had some relevance to at least Legends Arceus, like a original form, but unfortunately that's not the case. But besides the point, this is basically our reason to get Ash, Goh, Chloe, and Team Rocket all together in Driftveil City for this plot to go down, where they all go into this cave because of Grookey and Eevee once again being troublemakers like always. And I gotta admit though, it was quite interesting for a filler episode that we have seen kind of a lot of times where Team Rocket split up in caves. I don't know, I actually did enjoy this one quite a bit. We got some very interesting dynamics. For starters, we have Ash and Morpeko. You know, a Pikachu clone. This is Ash's first time really having just an episode focused on him and the Pikachu clone. And it was interesting to see how Ash would act with this one. Unfortunately, this one is the jerk one, so all he wants to do is sit here and eat. It's eating all Ash's food away, but I do love the funny moments with Ash struggling to get some food from Morpeko because, you know, Ash loves to eat as well. I gotta admit, these two were pretty fun together. And Ash actually did think of ways to use Morpeko to his advantage, but unfortunately, Morpeko was just hangry the whole episode. You know, I like to see Morpeko in this nice mode a bit more, especially seeing how it would interact with Ash in that nice mode, but obviously when it's hangry, it's gonna fight anyone. Go was tagged up with Pikachu, and I will admit, Pikachu was a bit out of character here and there. Normally when the characters get separated, Pikachu normally likes to stick with, you know, the person or Pokemon that he's around. Like, you know, when the Pokemon got separated, Pikachu didn't really wander off on his own, but he kind of stick with him. Here, Pikachu wanders off on his own, but I get the point they're trying to make. Pikachu's being a leader, just like his trainer Ash. I just kind of wish, you know, Pikachu could have hinted at Go, like, Pika, come on, this way, showing that it's a leader and leading Go to get back to Ash instead of just leaving him. I didn't really like that. And even in battle, you know, Pikachu did go off on his own at first, which obviously that's going to be Pikachu's thing to do because it's not with his trainer. But I like that it actually let Go give him some trust, and they actually ended up doing good against the Seismitoad, which also love that Go tried to catch it, but Pikachu kept fighting it. Normally when Go is fighting with his own Pokemon, they know that they're fighting with the possibility of Go catching. But here, Pikachu and Ash, they fight to the finish. They fight to win. And so I love that they show that characteristic of Pikachu defeating the Seismitoad. As for Jesse, James, and Eevee, surprisingly, I actually ended up loving this group a lot because I got questions. When the heck did y'all record this? Like, their moto, they have a video of them performing their moto in the same background. You know, I thought that was just the aesthetics just for the show, but no, apparently this whole space background is real. Like, how, where, when, even when they do it with Eevee, like they're sitting there chit-chatting in the space background. I got questions, Team Rocket. I got questions. But no, I actually did love this a lot. And it's interesting too, because Jesse and Meowth are mad at each other, so Jesse's just kind of wanting to replace Meowth with Eevee, and we ended up seeing some interesting things with Meowth as well. Meowth ends up developing a crush on Chloe after realizing how nice of a girl she is, and Chloe ends up realizing that Meowth isn't all that bad. I really did love this moment a lot, especially the fact that Meowth actually considered letting Chloe catch him. Like, what? Yo, that was so cool, because I was like thinking about the times where Iris tried to, and here, you know, Meowth does mention that he's not caught. So seeing that he wanted Chloe to catch him was so freaking crazy. Especially the fact that we actually got reference to Meowsy as well, as we get to learn why Meowth learned to speak. Chloe at least learns. And I just love the continuity that they brought in today's episode. Now, Meowsy wasn't a nice girl like Meowth says his type is, but I get it. We're gonna let him slide for this one. And last but not least, there's Wobbuffet and the Menace to Society, Grookey. I actually did love these two together a lot. For one, I do love how Grookey used his sense of nature to get out of the cave. But then, you know, Wobbuffet catches it in the net, lets him go. And of course, Grookey being Grookey, steals Wobbuffet's net. At first, I thought he was going to chase Wobbuffet around and try to catch him. But no, Grookey goes in and tries to catch it. He more freaking yo, this thing does belong with Team Rocket. I see why it was in the gacha now, because my gosh. But obviously, you know, these Heatmore end up chasing them into the cave. Ash, Goh, and Neil were being chased around by Durants. And as we know, ants and anteaters, they're going to fight. So when everyone finally meets up with one another, they end up having this big brawl. And this is where the group ends up making their escape. Obviously, there's one random Durant that conveniently ended up with Goh on his sled. So yeah, I knew he had to get a catch out of this. So technically, this isn't a filler episode. The main premise was filler, but some plot was involved as well. And I gotta say, I love the ending a lot. It was hilarious seeing Morpeko not only blast off Team Rocket because it was hungry, but Ash and the group as well. Like, I gotta say, this was a pretty funny filler episode. Nice ending. And, you know, we did some plot at the end of the day. So I can't say I'm not really disappointed. I really like this episode. For a filler episode, I actually really enjoyed it a lot. And I gotta give it a higher rating of a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, there were a few issues here and there with, like, the personalities and things like that. But overall, it was a nice, enjoyable filler episode with a little bit of plot. Now, unfortunately, though, you know, this is the last episode for the next 3 weeks. I would have liked for them to at least end it on a better note. That way that we could come back to the big Darkrai and Cresselia episodes. Yes, we have new episode titles that I will cover later on. It's just I'm waiting on the summaries for now. But yeah, everyone, in the comment section down below, let me know what y'all thought of today's episode. I'd love to hear. What was your favorite matchup? For me, it was either Grookey and Wobbuffet or Jesse James and Eevee. I gotta say, those were some pretty good matchups. Team Rocket in this episode were great. And hey, it might be a step in the right direction with them having their own Pokemon, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, you know, Pelipper joins them next time too, just as their Pokemon. Let Pelipper come. But yeah, everyone, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Trayman1, peace out.